सो नाउ वी आर डूइंग द सेकेंड पार्ट ऑफ ग्लाइकोलाइसिस। हमने बीच में मतलब 3 स्टेप करके ही छोड़ दिया था ग्लाइकोलाइसिस प्रीवियस वीडियो में। और अगर आपने प्रीवियस वीडियो नहीं देखी है तो पहले जाके प्रीवियस वीडियो देखी, ग्लाइकोलाइसिस पार्ट 1। अभी ये है ग्लाइकोलाइसिस पार्ट 2, ठीक है। तो अभी यहाँ पे कहाँ से स्टार्ट करना है, जहाँ हमने फ्रक्टोज 1,6 बिसफॉस्फेट बना लिया था। अभी इसको क्या करेंगे, अभी ये ना ब्रेक डाउन होगा। इट्स अ क्या 6 कार्बन मॉलिक्यूल। अभी तक जितने भी थे वो सारे क्या थे, 6 कार्बन मॉलिक्यूल ही थे। लेकिन अब क्या होगा, अब इसको ब्रोकन डाउन किया जाएगा इनटू 2 3 3 कार्बन मॉलिक्यूल्स बाय द एंजाइम एल्डोलेस, by the enzyme aldolase A. Aldolase A is the enzyme which break downs the fructose 1,6 bisphosphate into what? That is phosphoglyceraldehyde and second is that is dihydroxy acetone phosphate. So these are the two things which are result from the fructose 1,6 bisphosphate on the action of aldolase A. All right. So what we got, a 3 carbon molecule there and a 3 carbon molecule there. But further we have to convert the dihydroxy acetone phosphate, that is you can in short say DHAP, that is dihydroxy acetone phosphate. And this is what, this is phosphoglyceraldehyde, this is PGAL, दैट इज पागल, ठीक है। तो अभी हम निमोनिक में क्या बोलते हैं इनको, PGAL और पागल, एंड DHAP दैट इज डाइहाइड्रोक्सी एसीटोन फॉस्फेट। ऑल राइट। तो दीज आर द देयर इज अनदर नेम फॉर दिस फॉस्फोग्लिसरल्डिहाइड 3 फॉस्फेट। जो फॉस्फोग्लिसरल्डिहाइड के लिए हम एक और नाम भी रखते हैं, दैट इज 3 glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate, or you can say at the third position the phosphate group is attached, so we say it glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. All right, there is nothing new in this. This is just we are denoting the position of the phosphate group, right? So there is another name, what is glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate, or you can say phosphoglyceraldehyde. There is nothing difference in between these two. These are same things, but what I'm saying, we have to convert that DHAP into PGAL, cause in this pathway we need PGAL and not DHAP, ठीक है। All right, so we have to convert it DHAP into PGAL with the help of enzyme, that is phosphotriose isomerase. All right, what phosphotriose isomerase, what it does, it does the conversion of it results in the conversion of what, जो तुम्हारा DHAP था, DHAP that is dihydroxy acetone phosphate being converted into PGAL, or you can say glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate or phosphoglyceraldehyde. All right, so what, glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate, right? And which enzyme does this? This is done by the enzyme phosphotriose isomerase. And whatever enzyme we are dealing with till now, all are present where? These all enzymes are present in the cytosol. In the cytosol, these all enzymes are present in the cytosol. Cytosol is what? Cytosol is the cytoplasm, or you can say cell matrix, right? So this is what, this is your fourth step, the conversion of fructose 1,6 bisphosphate into the phosphoglyceraldehyde 3 phosphate, or you can say glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. All right, so or you can say dihydroxy acetone phosphate, and this is done by what, aldolase A enzyme. All right, and this is the fifth step, the conversion of DHAP into PGAL that is glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate from what? Dihydroxy acetone phosphate. क्या है ये? Dihydroxy acetone phosphate. The conversion of dihydroxyacetone phosphate into glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate is done by the enzyme phosphotriose isomerase. Alright, and this accounts for the fifth step of the glycolysis. So lastly we are where? We are at the PGAL, or you can say glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. Alright, which is a 3 carbon molecule. It is formed by two processes that directly from the aldolase action. Aldolase action on what? On the aldolase action on fructose 1,6 bisphosphate. So it is formed by the formation by the action of aldolase A on the fructose 1,6 bisphosphate, right? And then it also formed from the conversion of or you can say isomerization of and the DHAP, that is dihydroxyacetone phosphate. So we are at PGLA now. All right. So what we have to do with PGLA or glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate, which is a 3 carbon molecule. All right. So now we have to do the conversion of PGLA into 1,3 bisphospho glycerate, or you can say glyceric acid. All right, 1,3 bisphosphate glycerate, or you can say glyceraldehyde. Glyceric acid, you can say, or you can say glyceraldehyde 1,3 bisphosphate. All right. So there is nothing much. We have to just add what? We have to add a inorganic phosphate in this. All right. You have to add a what? One inorganic phosphate in this, and there is what? There is NAD positive, and we take out NADH plus proton. So what is this? This is dehydrogenases. This is dehydrogenases. All right. So what enzyme we have to use? How we derive the name of the enzyme there? We have to consider this glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate dehydrogenase. So what is the name of the enzyme? Glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate dehydrogenase. All right. PGLA is being converted into 1,3 bisphosphoglycerate, or you can say 1,3 BPG. All right, 1,3 BPG, or you can say 1,3 bisphosphoglycerate. There is nothing difference. There is nothing difference in this. You can say simply 1,3 bisphosphoglycerate or 1,3 BPG, and this is done by the enzyme glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate dehydrogenase. So this is the step 6 of our reaction. So I am simply writing 6. All right, and now the next step is the formation of what? 3 phosphoglycerate. 3 phosphoglycerate, or you can say 3 phosphoglyceric acid or glycerate. 8 means acid. All right, this is glyceric acid. Then what we can write in place of glyceric acid, we can simply write glycerate. All right, so 8 is for acid. Which enzyme do you think we need there? There is what? There is some ATP reduction. There is some dephosphorylation. There are 2 phosphates at the 1/3 position. All right, there are 2 phosphate groups at the first and the third positions. That's why it is known as bisphosphate. But there are no such extra phosphate. There is certain what? Dephosphorylation, and when there is dephosphorylation, we introduce ADP, and what we take out? ATP. All right. So, and when I said whenever there is ATP or ADP, there is the need of Mg2 plus ions. All right. And what is the name of the What is the name of the enzyme doing this? What is the name of the enzyme doing this? The name of the enzyme is phosphoglycerate kinase. All right. As I earlier said that whenever there is ATP, there is kinase. Whenever there is ATP, there is MD2 plus introduction. All right. So what is the enzyme? Phosphoglycerate kinase, and the 1,3-bisphosphate, or you can say 1,3-BPG, is converted into 3PG. So what we also call this 3PG. So 1,3-BPG is converted into 3PG. This is the 7th step of our glycolysis, or you can say our pathway. So next to it, what is the next step? The formation of the conversion of 3-phosphoglycerate into 2-phosphoglycerate. And it is done by the enzyme phosphoglycerate mutase. What we are doing in this reaction? We are shifting this phosphate group from the 3rd position to the 2nd position. All right. So we are doing nothing but when the phosphate which is present on the 3rd carbon, like this, we are changing its position to the second carbon. All right. So this is certain mutation, right? And for this mutation to happen, we need certain enzyme, and the enzyme which is doing is phosphoglycerate mutase. All right. Then this accounts for the 8th step. All right. So only 2 steps left. So we have to deal, and this 2-phosphoglycerate is also known as 2PG. All right. Like 3PG is converted into 2PG with the help of phosphoglycerate mutase. Now we move to our next step, which is 2-phosphoglycerate, or you can say 2PG. 2-phosphoglycerate is converted into phosphoenol pyruvate. What? Phosphoenol pyruvate with the help of the enzyme enolase. All right. With the help of enzyme enolase, 2PG, that is 2-phosphoglyceraldehyde, 2-phosphoglycerate, or you can say glyceraldehyde, glyceric acid or glycerate. With the help of enolase, it is being converted into phosphoenol pyruvate. And then the last step, this is the step 9, and the last step is the conversion of phosphoenol pyruvate into pyruvate, which is done by the enzyme pyruvate kinase. And when there is the introduction of any kinase, what we need? We need certain ATP reaction, right? So there is also a release of ATP, and whenever there is ATP, what is also there? Mg2 plus ions. All right. So this is the 10th step of our reaction, or you can say pathway. Glycolysis is done till here, and now it depends on the situation. Is it anaerobic or aerobic? Then it goes to what? 2 pathways. Like it can go to the TCA, that is tricarboxylic acid cycle, if it is aerobic condition, or it goes to the lactate cycle, or with the help of lactate dehydrogenase, it is converted into what? Lactic acid. There are certain steps in it, the lactic acid formation. So these are the 2 cycles, and it is in the anaerobic condition, this is in the aerobic condition. I told you earlier in the previous video. All right. So till there, this is glycolysis, and it consists of 10 steps. All right. So now it's done.